understand me. You never could do that. On in the end, you'd wind up being hurt. I'm a man with too many problems that keep pounding on my brain. So if you want me, you take me for what I'm worth. You want me, you take me for what I'm worth.
Morning, madam.
Cigarettes, please.
Which sort?
Some of them behind you.
These?
Not those ones.
These?
No, to the left.
These?
20s, not 10s.
Hey, you! What do you think you're doing? You just put something in your jacket. Come on, let me see.
I didn't do anything. You want your eyes tested.
I saw you. Now, come on, empty your pockets.
Oh! It's coming! The baby! Oh, help me! Don't just stand there! Call an ambulance!
Hello, Ernest.
Hello, Constable.
Off somewhere?
Yes, just post office. Pension day. Not much, but it all helps.
The post office is in the other direction, isn't it? Oh, well, unless they've moved it.
Oh, is it? Oh, his birthday, you know.
Who?
Colin. My boy Colin. Have you seen him?
Look, why don't we go home, eh?
No, thank you.
Well, I'll go with you, seeing as we're pretty close.
Why? Am I under arrest?
Look, he was shoplifting.
Get out of here.
Have you called an ambulance?
Yes. Look, I want him locked up. He's not getting away with this.
The fetch some towels and some hot water, and breathe deeply. In and out. In and out again.
It's here.
Okay. Everything will be fine, okay? Okay, here. You better go with it. You better go with it. Breathe in.
Come on, have a drink.
A bit early for me, Ernest, but thanks all the same.
Colin. Killed in action. Cut down. He was only 22. Just a boy.
France, wasn't it?
Nearly in Germany. Final push. Tank shell. They didn't find much. Well, you don't.
He was a brave man.
Happy birthday, Colin. One won't do you any harm.
If the sergeant finds out, it might. You take care now, eh?
Suit yourself.
They're shifting.
Bloody lunatics. What do you think they are? ransacked?
They'll be practicing for the rally at the weekend.
Really? They'll be practising somewhere else if they know what to do with me.
They've stopped. The contractions have stopped.
Baby must have changed its mind.
You wouldn't be able to drop us off, would you?
Come on, baby, let's mess time. Yeah.
Can't be much.
You really should get yourself checked out.
Yeah, right, thanks. Good job, eh?
Shouldn't have had to do it, should I?
Got the gear, though.
Chocolate biscuits? glacé cherries. What are we going to do with them? Bake a cake? And when we've got another mouth to feed, what then?
What's the matter with you?
You figure it out.
She's got her comfortable. Told her to relax, keep breathing. Well, you know, it's common sense, really.
Ah, Bellamy. You'll be interested to hear I've just been speaking to the hospital.
Oh, yes, Sarge. Mother and baby doing well, are they?
No, as it happens. As a matter of fact, they never made it to the hospital. I understand Mr. Marston accused the young lady's husband of shoplifting.
Yes, Sarge.
You make any inquiries pursuant to that?
Well, we were rather overtaken by events, Sarge.
He was helping her with her breathing exercises, Sarge, weren't you?
Well, Bellamy, it would appear that today was not actually the day for the child to make its entrance into the world.
Oh, so good to see you, Phil.
Hello, Philip.
Gran?
Pregnant mothers, OAPs, whatever next.
Gran, I can't keep driving you up here.
Bridge is one of my few pleasures.
I thought Bridge Club was supposed to be a couple of times a week, not every other day. Are you sure there's no clubs in town?
You get a better game up at the rest home. As sharp as rusty razors up there.
Gran! Don't touch that. I'm supposed to be on my lunch hour. Craddock finds out I'm doing...
You will be picking me up later, won't you?
You can't keep doing that, Dad, bothering the police.
We're getting into trouble again, are we, Ernest? I'll take these through.
This was nearly full yesterday. You haven't drunk all... Have you been having someone round?
Colin.
Colin, honestly, Dad, you mean you've drunk it all?
His birthday.
Colin.
The parties we had when he was a boy. All his friends over. Remember?
Colin's birthdays, yes, I do.
Grew up so fast. So tall for his age. Wasn't scared of anyone. Fine soldier. But you don't think?
Ready, love.
Dad, I've got to go. I've left you some lunch and I'll pop back later and make you a nice supper.
You don't have to. Go on, off you go then.
Come on, Gina. You don't want to miss the fun. You might read our drive.
Let me think about it.
Well, what's to think about? It's not like you've got anything else on, is it? Hang on, I get it. It's him, isn't it?
Sorry?
What's this handy bloke got over me? You got plans?
Maybe.
Maybe.
Look, I'm not sure, Phil, okay?
Okay.
Lovely, that's great. Is this where we sign up for the car rally?
Yeah.
John O'Metcalf plus Lucy Goodenough, my brilliant navigator. You get Goodenough minor. Sorry, old sport, but somebody's got to hold his hand.
I haven't said who I'm going with yet.
Of course you're going with me. Tobe will take care of the little bro, and then it's just you, me, and the open road.
Toby Alcock, stick me down too.
Right, it's 5 shillings each.
I think I'll be spending the weekend in bed.
Been looking forward to this all year. 2 pints of bitter, a baby sham, and an orange juice whilst you're about it. Good girl. Think we'll manage to show these local yokels the way to do it?
Tell you what, Phil, count me in. We'll show them what the yokels can do.
Yeah. Great.
Oh, no!
Save you some lunch, Colin.
That's nice. Jenny's cooking. How is Jenny?
Wish there'd been more time between us. So little time. So many things to talk about. Talk to Jenny, but it's not the same.
Thought she were your favourite.
No. So much missed. So many birthdays. But I said to go. King and country. I made you. The telegram coming. Your mother's face. Never forget it.
Hitler had to be stopped, and he was stopped. Lots of young men died. You're not to blame.
Still got the medals.
You should be proud. Really proud. That's nice.
Take it.
Really?
Go on. Birthday present.
Thanks. Now, what about a drink?
Well, I hope he recovers soon. OK, ta-ra.
Who's that?
Mrs. Potter. Her husband's had a car accident.
Oh. Well, this could be the end of the rally.
Well, can't we have it without him?
Well, it depends how far he's got. He's supposed to be mapping out the route and writing out the clues.
Great. Looks like my weekend plans are down the pan again.
So, David, we're going. But come on.
Hello, love.
Hello. Now, I've got you some nice lamb chops for you to eat. I didn't have time to get that prescription. I'll bring it round tomorrow. What are those doing open? You'll catch cold. Where's the silver bowl?
Hey?
The one you keep your keys in. Have you moved it? Has someone been in here? Is that why the windows were open? I'm going to call the police. You don't know what's going on half the time.
Gina, I'm afraid I want all the registration forms, the fees and hotels you got for the car rally.
You what?
I'm afraid I'm the new official organiser.
Since when?
Since I went and sorted it out with Mrs. Potter. Don't worry, I've got a letter authorising me. There it is. It's all above board.
I want a receipt.
You can have one. I'll even give you one in joined up right.
And you're a witness to this, David.
Yeah. There it is. Right, David. Let's get to work. I'll let you have it, Pat.
Hiya.
Hello?
Hello. Is that all I'm getting?
Well, what were you expecting? A brass band?
I'm sorry I didn't call before, Gina. I've been stuck out in that bloomin' rig. The company made us work another 2 days at short notice.
Oh, you were going to call me?
Yeah. We were going to meet up.
Oh, that's right. Yeah, but it wasn't definite, though, was it?
Back again, Mr. Ryan.
I couldn't keep away. I've been thinking about you all week, Gina.
Bitter, wasn't it?
Did you fancy him a go at this car rally? If you're not too busy.
I can't. I said I'd navigate for a mate.
What, in your bubble car?
No. Anyway, what's wrong with my car?
Nothing, I mean. Well, so long as you're happy with it.
Yeah, I'm very happy with it, thank you very much. Gets me where I want to go. Anyway, I can't stand around chatting all day.
It doesn't look like they've been forced. You didn't hear or see anything, did you, Ernest?
No.
Have you had any visitors to the house lately?
Only Colin.
Oh, Colin, why'd you keep talking about Colin?
It was his birthday.
What do you mean, Dad? Colin can't have been here.
No. I didn't say he was.
I'm sorry. Maybe there hasn't even been a burglary.
That's all right. I'll ask around and see if anyone's seen anything.
He ought to have moved into a home long ago. He can't really look after himself anymore.
Jenny! Jenny!
Maggie? Hello?
Mike, come in.
I'm in the kitchen.
Is he letting you get any sleep?
Oh, thanks. I look that bad, do I?
No, no. You should let us take him off your hands for a couple of nights.
Oh, well. How about the next few minutes?
Hello, Sam. Hello.
You want to watch it, or Jackie will be getting broody.
Maggie, just to warn you, Mr. Dewhurst may have been burgled earlier, so be careful. And if you see anything suspicious...
Well, I did see somebody hanging around. He was on the other side of the road, so I didn't get a very good look at him. He was wearing some kind of uniform.
Uniform?
So, whereabouts is this thing headed, eh? Uphill and downhill, I suppose.
I'm afraid you'll have to find your own way around, same as everybody else.
The hopeless with these things, that's all. No sense of direction, but I could make it worth your while.
Oh, well, I suppose we can come to some sort of arrangement.
Between you and I, there's a lot more at stake to this, you see. If I can win this, Lucy will be ever so impressed, and, well, I'll be, you know, in there.
She's lovely, she is. You start that game, I'll have you taken to the vet. Right.
I'm not sure how this happened, Greengrass, but let me remind you, I'm still Chief Marshal of this rally, as I am every year.
Well, don't worry, Oscar, if you want to go and play at directing traffic, that's all right with us. If you'll excuse us...
How are they all meant to get back here, then?
What are you on about?
Well, isn't this meant to go round a big circle, like?
He's not finished it, has he? That's obviously where he had his accident. What's... Oh, no.
What?
Well, he's done all the clues in rhyme.
Hey, I mean, I could do you some rhyming clues.
No, I'm sure you can. Everybody will finish up in Outer Mongolia.
What's wrong?
Josie, she's been on and on at me.
Jenny's the same.
It's just we're having a baby. You know what that means. Food, babies, clothes, nappies. Where am I going to get that sort of money, me?
Get a job.
Me? I'm good for nothing. No good for nothing. That's what she says. You couldn't spare us some, Ernest. I mean, only if you can, I'll pay you back. Look, it's just I'm real up against it, or I wouldn't ask. Thanks. Should be enough for some groceries, the price of things these days.
I reckon we'll be the team to beat.
Can Gina read a map? She's anorexic, you know.
Don't you mean dyslexic?
Oh, she's that as well.
Ashfordley Police. Right. Have you called an ambulance? We'll be right over. Don't touch a thing. Robbery Sergeant, Mr. Dewhurst. Son-in-law found him unconscious.
It's a bad head injury. I'd better get back to Sam.
Thank you, Maggie.
Bye.
Do you know what's been taken?
An antique silver coffee pot, his photo frames. Jenny will be able to tell you better than I can. He was right here. Must have lain there all night, poor old chap.
No sign of broken glass?
The French windows were open.
What time did you find him?
About 9:05. One of us calls round each morning, fortunately. I called you straight away, and Maggie Bolton got here quite quickly.
Do you know if he had anyone round last night?
Well, not that I know of. Why?
2 glasses. Whiskey.
Well, what does that mean? You think he might have known whoever did this?
I think we need to keep an open mind at the moment.
I don't think you'd sit down and have a drink with a burglar.
Well, if I were you, I'd start by talking to them. Pitched up a couple of weeks ago. Right pair of ne'er-do-wells. Got trouble written all over them.
The Aycliffes. Yes, they are known to us.
Sorry.
For what?
Insulting your car.
Oh, it doesn't matter. I was thinking of getting something else anyway.
Yeah? Such as?
I haven't decided yet.
Well, something with a bit more under the bonnet. A bit more oomph.
Yeah.
Well, maybe I could help you look for one.
Morning.
What do you want?
Would like a word, please, Mr. Aycliffe? Have you been to Mr. Dewhurst's house?
No. Why would I?
Borrow a cup of sugar?
It's still no. Is he going to be all right, this old bloke?
Why'd you ask?
I just wondered, that's all. What's wrong with that?
We don't know yet, but he looks pretty bad.
Where were you last night, if you don't mind me asking?
Stuck in here, same as always. Mary Bliss, eh?
Where's your wife now?
Said something about going into town. Listen, just 'cause I live in this flea pit doesn't make me a villain. I bet you haven't been searching anywhere else round here.
You were involved in some kind of trouble at the local store yesterday, weren't you?
Yeah, that was a misunderstanding.
Really? Well, see, there are no more misunderstandings, would you, Mr. Aycliffe? Good day to you. I wonder if his concern for Mr. Dewhurst was entirely selfless.
Well, he did seem very interested for someone who's never met him.
Light infantry. It'll be off someone's uniform or jacket.
Same regiment as Colin Dewhurst was in.
I don't think it's the same Colin. He's been dead for 20 years or more.
Very astute, Ventris.
Maggie saw someone in a uniform near Mr. Dewhurst's house at the time of the first break-in.
Well, why would a burglar be wearing an army uniform? Doesn't make sense.
I think you better pay Mr. Aycliffe another visit, Bradley. See what you can find out about this button.
If we carry on this road for a bit, there's a turning to the left that'll get back round to the start.
Right.
No, left.
It's a good job I'm driving. Hey, well, that'll be it. Oh, it is a clue.
Hey, how about the cows?
Yeah, that'll be all right. Where beasts do roam.
You can smell the dung.
You little wordsmith. The beasts do roam, you can smell the dung. Take the turning left. It's not far flung.
You're a poet, Mr. Greengrass.
I'm surprised you didn't know it here, couple. What's it?
There's only baby's clothes in there.
What's going on?
The turning is over. Don't ask me why.
Get out of there.
Funny kind of baby clothes.
Are you hoping you grow into it?
Is it against the law to own an army jacket now?
What's this? Family silver.
So, Mr. Aycliffe, how did you come by this?
He gave it me.
And what about his son's jacket? Did he give you that too?
How do you know it's his son's? There's probably loads of them old jackets around.
Not with his serial number on it.
I went there a few nights ago to have a look round. He starts calling me Colin. I didn't even know this Colin was. So we get chatting. He's had a bit to drink. Starts talking about the war and everything. Keeps going on about his son.
You were pretending to be his son?
I just played along. Seemed like he just wanted someone to talk to. We had a few drinks, that's all.
And you enjoyed the evening so much you went back again?
He wanted me to.
And what happened last night? Did you get into a fight?
No. When I left him, he was fine. He'd had a bit to drink, but that's all. I didn't do any burglary.
Right. This is the turning. All we need is a clue.
Hey, how about that scarecrow over there?
Yeah, that'll do. See the scarecrow in the field. Way he points, the road home will yield. I sometimes wonder how I do it.
Something you might be interested in. Pilbro's Antiques, brought in this morning by a woman described as heavily pregnant.
Well,
Ashbury Police.
I don't think we need to look too far for her.
Right. Hold on. Phil. There's been some trouble up the old folks' home.
Now then, young man.
Ah, Greengrass, just the man.
I think I might have what you want. David, go and get the drinks in, will you? I might have enough money to pay for them in a minute. Yeah. See the map of the route. Keep it to yourself.
And, what about the clues?
Well, you don't need the clues, do you? Because you got the map. But they're on the other bit of paper, and I've written down the places the clues refer to, because you'll have to give that to Blaketon when you get back to prove you know where you've been. Of course, all the others will have to work out the clues themselves, which might take just a little bit longer.
Ah, good show.
I've never seen those things before.
How many pregnant women fitting your description do you think there are around here?
Your husband's already admitted being in the house last night. The two of you in this together? He robs the old man, you sell on the stolen property?
No!
That's what it looks like to me. You'll find yourselves standing in the dock together at this rate. That's not a very auspicious start to motherhood, is it?
You don't frighten me.
Of course, I don't need to tell you what'll happen if Mr. Dewhurst dies. Still, I expect they'll let you see the baby every few weeks. At visiting time.
I took a few things to sell, that's all.
Where did you get them from?
I found them in the car.
And your husband hid them there, did he?
Well, I don't know. You better ask him.
Did he say anything to you about what happened last night?
No.
But you know he'd been going round to Mr. Dewhurst's. Has he been stealing from him?
No. Just getting drunk on whiskey and dribbling his life away. Isn't that what men do best?
Wild horses wouldn't drag me back in here.
What's happened, Mr. Temple? They were playing cards, gambling. Tempers got frayed and there was a fracas.
It was a minor disagreement.
Were you gambling, Gran?
What if we were?
You're turning my rest home into an illegal gambling den.
Oh, put a sock in it. And don't you tell me I'm old enough to know better.
Your grandmother's card circle is getting out of control. I'm not going to condone illegal activities. Sounds like a sensible decision.
We've recovered the property and we've made 2 arrests. It looks like the burglar was a young man, Mark Aycliffe. Do you know him? He says you do.
Perhaps I do.
He says he's been visiting you over the last few days. Did he come over last night?
I don't remember.
Did you give Mark anything? A silver bowl? This is very important, Mr. Dewhurst.
I might have. Don't tell Jenny.
Has he been trying to pass himself off as someone else?
Who?
Your son, Colin.
What are you talking about? I don't remember. My mind's blank.
Okay. You let me know if any of it comes back.
P.C. Bradshaw.
Bradley.
Yes. You might be interested to know we discovered glass fragments around Mr. Dewhurst's wound.
Glass?
Yes, I thought maybe he was hit by a glass object. A heavy paperweight or an ashtray, that sort of thing.
Right. Thanks, Doctor.
Welcome.
Andy, I'm meant to be working.
They won't miss you for a minute.
Oh, you're a distraction, you are.
What do you reckon?
Hey?
Your new car. You like it?
What do you mean, my new car?
I bought it off a mate of mine. He couldn't keep up his payments, wanted to sell it off quick.
I can't afford this.
Don't worry about that. Chip in when you get selling yours, the rest is on me.
Oh, don't be silly.
Come on, get in. Get behind the wheel.
I don't believe it.
Maggie reckons she saw the car there at 8:45, but Ross didn't call us until 9:05.
More than enough time to clear up a broken decanter.
Yeah, but what was Ross even doing there that morning? It's usually Jenny who keeps an eye on her father.
What would Mr. Hammond have to gain from staging a burglary at his father-in-law's?
Good morning, Mr. Hammond. A bit like a word, if you don't mind.
Yeah, certainly.
Exactly what time did you find Mr. Dewhurst?
It was just before I called you.
You called us immediately?
Of course. Why wouldn't I? Look, you've got the man who did it. What's it matter what time I found him?
You didn't come across a broken decanter yesterday morning?
No, I didn't.
Do you often go around and see Mr. Dewhurst in the morning?
Sometimes.
How often exactly?
Well, usually it's Jenny, but the bike had a puncture. Do you want me to show you? It's in the garage.
What's this?
We broke a bottle of wine yesterday, didn't we, love?
Yes.
Smells more like whiskey and looks more like a decanter.
Gran, I've decided to hold it at home.
What?
The bridge club. Well, if Mohammed won't go to the mountain, then the mountain shall come to Mohammed, and you can drive the others over.
OK, look, we'll talk about this later, eh?
But it's not till 5 o'clock, and you can pick them up at the home.
Do you have news, Mr. Hammond?
Ashfordley Police. Oh, hello, Gina.
I've seen him up at the home. Is he in trouble?
Never mind.
I've seen him talking to that there, Mr. Temple. Maybe they're plotting something.
Right, I'll tell him straight away. It's Gina. She can't do your car rally with you this afternoon.
But we've only got a couple of hours. Well, how am I going to find somebody else now?
We know Mr. Dewhurst was hit with a whiskey decanter. Then we find the broken decanter in your dustbin.
Someone must have planted it there. Probably Mark Aycliffe's wife.
It's some way to your house from the caravan, and Mrs. Aycliffe is heavily pregnant.
Why did you tell us it was a broken wine bottle?
I got confused.
Maggie Bolton says she saw your car 20 minutes or more before you went over.
Somebody cleared up that smashed decanter very thoroughly.
Oh, and I'd have had time to do it. Is that what you're saying? Why on earth should I rob my own father-in-law? Didn't the valuables end up in the Aycliffe's hands?
You know what? I think I might go with Toby. Swap with you, Timmy.
Eh? You can't. Lucy, we can win this thing.
Bad luck, old boy. Looks like she's thrown a lot in with me.
5 quid says I'll whip you around this.
10 says she won't.
Done. I'll see you at the finish. I'll save you some winner's champagne if it hasn't already gone flat.
I don't need pleasure.
I'll show you. Where's this thing go again? Follow the arrows. This way. The way they're pointing.
Oh, got it right. Silly of me. I've got to beat him. Got to. There'll be more for you if I do. A lot more. By any means possible.
Right, just follow the map. You'll walk it.
Well, Sarge, Mr. Hammond was up at the home a couple of days ago.
And?
Well, he put down a deposit to hold a place for his father-in-law. Reckon he'd be moving very soon.
I see.
Bit of a coincidence, isn't it? I mean, one minute he's doing that, and the next he's a suspect in a robbery at the old man's house.
Yes. Thank you, Bellamy.
Right, the rules of the road apply, so I want some good, sensible driving. Stand by. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, go!
You better get in the truck, David. I think our man might need a bit of help. Come on.
Mr. Hammond, have you suggested to your father-in-law that he goes into a home?
Why is this a police matter?
Well, it's pretty obvious that if Mr. Dewhurst was to be put in a home, then you might benefit. A big house, possible chance of some money.
What are you saying?
Did you stage a robbery to try and intimidate him by making him feel unsafe in his own house?
I think you've read one Agatha Christie too many, Constable.
But you have been checking out local rest homes. Hill House?
Yes. Yes, Jenny asked me to make a few inquiries, just get an idea of the cost.
Oh, so this came from Jenny?
All right, it was my idea.
Why'd you put down a deposit?
Oh, this is madness. The owner told me that was the only way we could keep a place open. My father-in-law can't look after himself. Jenny's been worried sick about him. You've got this all the wrong way round.
What's he stop there for? He's flaming useless, him.
Well, he'll just be working out his clues.
He doesn't have to, does he? He's not another member of your family, is he?
Hey, look, but they're doing well.
There they are. A bit too well.
What are we going to do?
If we get up to Jackson's, we can be there about 10 minutes before then.
What are we going to do there?
The word skullduggery comes to mind. Make it point the other way. Don't pull it out, David. Just stick it back in again. Come on. David, please, stick it. Come on, stick. Hey, they're coming. You'll have to take his place. What point? Not that way, the other way. No, David. David, the other way. No, David.
Oh, look, Toby, there's the scarecrow. It's pointing that way.
Smashing.
You've sent them the right way.
Ernest, forced march. Let's get you inside.
Jenny! Jenny!
It's all right, Ernest. It's all right. You'll see Jenny very soon.
My pills.
Hey, come on, Ernest. Let's just get you comfortable. Here, sit down. There you go.
Did she go to the chemist? She's a good girl, Jenny. Haven't been good to her. Colin was the one. Father and son.
Here, you take that. Now, how many of these do you take?
Dad?
Are you all right? You shouldn't have left the hospital.
Who brought these from the chemist, Mrs. Hammond?
What? I did.
But they're dated yesterday. And they were here when we came round after the burglary.
So?
Well, you told us that you didn't come here that morning.
No milk today, my lover's gone away. The bottle stands forlorn, a symbol of the dawn. No milk today, it seems a common sight, but people passing by don't know the reason why.
Hey, what are you doing? No, we've got to try and stop him somehow.
The end of all my dreams, how could they know the powers that have been behind the door where my love reigned to scream? No milk today, it wasn't always so. The company was gay, we turned our in today.
What were they doing there?
You were driving too fast.
Me? I wasn't expecting to find milk churns sitting in the middle of the road.
You went to your father's house that morning?
I saw 2 glasses out, so I knew he'd come back. The man Dad thinks is Colin. Dad pretended he didn't know what I was talking about, but I realised what had been going on.
What then?
I wanted to call the police. Dad got angry, started shouting. I saw the whiskey decanter empty again. I told him there'd be no more alcohol. He told me to get out. Said I made his life a misery. After everything I've done for him. Said all he really wanted was one more day with Colin. I lost my temper. Threw the decanter at him. He was just lying there, unconscious. I thought I might have killed him. I called Ross.
And your husband drove over?
Yes. He said I should leave the back way in case anyone saw.
And did he tell you he intended to blame the whole thing on Mark Aycliffe?
He only did it to help me. He said he had to make it look realistic or no one would believe us. I was frightened. I thought I could go to jail.
They're here.
Oh, first time? I say, great fun. Tim was a simply brilliant navigator. A genius. Here's my sheet with the clues on.
Right, you were one of the first off, so we'll have to see how the others do. I've noted your time.
I think I'll get a celebratory drink, just in anticipation, of course. A few tricky moments out there, but wow.
You won't forget the extra umpants, will you?
Let's just see whether I've won first, shall we? You heard what he said. Was that Toby I saw stuck in the field back there?
I believe he ran into a cow's nest. Man, these roads round here are very dodgy unless you're used to them.
Ah, yes, jolly good.
Yes, I'm sure.
Bill?
Don't ask. I've given up.
He promised. It's bridge in half an hour, and we've got to pick the others up from you.
There's only one thing for it.
What's that then?
Is Jenny in trouble?
Well, it'll go to court, but hopefully they'll realise she didn't mean any harm. Your son-in-law may have a few more problems, though, what with staging a burglary and then blaming Mark Aycliffe.
Not being fair on Jenny, all of this.
Hello there. Back on your feet then? Thought these might cheer you up.
Very nice. Did you pay for them?
Yeah, of course.
Are you in trouble too?
Nope. They had to let me off since you said you gave me those things.
They can have it. Too much, too many stairs, too many memories.
What are you saying, Ed?
I'm going to go to the home. I don't want to be on my own anymore. Should have gone a long time ago.
I'll come and visit you up at her house. I'll bring the baby.
I'd like that, Colin. Mark.
It'll work out.
Yes.
Greengrass, where is everyone?
Look, if they can't read a map and a couple of clues, it's not my fault.
Well, if nobody turns up in the next 5 minutes, this car rally will be null and void.
Hey, well, hey, here's one, well done, Philip. You just come a distant second.
I retired, Claude. On my way to drop this lot off. Grant's Bridge Club.
Hello.
And I wouldn't hold your breath for the others either.
Greengrass, as Chief Marshal, I'm abandoning this car rally, which means you'll refund all the competitors their entry fees.
You what?
Where are the entrance fees, any road?
Oh, they're in a box in the truck, Mr. Greengrass.
Thank you, David. You're always there when I want you.
Just you know why you
What a disaster.
Well, it seems to have turned out all right. Winning isn't everything.
Oscar's gonna wonder where I've got to.
Lost. The perfect excuse.
Yeah, thanks to Claude.
And you may be missing for some time.
Sometimes we'll cry.